Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Homestead Miami, Florida, as we're here today for the CP Rivers Furniture and Decor Cup Series for the ISNF series. I'm Robbie, as always, joined in the booth by the wonderful, the amazing, the beautiful, the smart, the crazy, the funny, I don't know what other adjectives to use other than it is the one and only Queen Bee. Queen Bee, how are you this evening?
I'm here.
You're here. Are you ready for some racing?
Absolutely.
Well, we're here to Homestead. Second night at Homestead. Last night we were here for a truck series race. Tonight we're here for the Cup Series. So what do you think?
I think I'm going to be Brent Cave if I spend too much more time in Miami.
A Maserati dealer?
Pretty much.
Or Holden beer? Maserati. But we got 7 minutes left here in opening practice before qualifying for the drivers. Right now, Nick Cannon, wilding out himself on top of the board. How about that?
Not a surprise.
Not a surprise?
Not really.
There you go. We got 9 people over on the YouTube side. I'm not sure how many we got over on the Facebook side. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
19.
19. Heck yeah. But hopefully everybody over on the Facebook side is having a good night. As we've got Wee Man over here on the YouTube side, as well, he's banned from Facebook.
No, because I think he's on Facebook too.
Is he on Facebook too?
I think he is.
I think he just can't comment on the Facebook side, so he comes over to the YouTube side so he can comment. But you've had a chance now to watch a lot of these drivers, and after watching last night and all the action that you saw, is there a driver tonight that you think everybody needs to keep their eye on?
Yep.
Who you
got? If I curse him, I'm going to feel really bad. I'm sticking with my pick from last night.
While I'm out.
Yep.
All right. No love for Jimmy Jam tonight?
Not tonight.
Not tonight. I just turned on Facebook, and the first comment I see is from somebody named Man Wee Bad Midget.
You already know who that is.
I have a good idea who that is. That's crazy. Okay. 5 minutes left to go in practice. We'll pull up your current top 20 running order and see where everybody's favorite driver is, if they're inside the top 20 right now. Barbara McLaughlin over here on the YouTube side says, Sean, light him up and drive it like he stole it tonight. Top of the board right now, though, is Mr. Nick Cannon. Weimer, second quickest. Forrester, Ferris, Fitz, Bice, Seaborn, Combs, Rivers, Roberson, your top 10. You got Fusion, Whitfield, Urick, Thorne, Rhodes, McLaughlin, Hewins, Zuver, Wilkerson, and Wheeldon Sr. running out your top 20. And there's a couple drivers tonight that are doing some fill-in roles and a couple drivers that are making their debuts, aren't they, Queen Bee?
Yes. Let's see. Austin Rhodes subbing again for RWR. Apparently hoping to sign a driver soon, but he'll be running the 15 car. Rookie driver Luke Baldwin subs for Max Davies in the 43. This is Luke's debut in a top tier series. Roland Paparazzi Landry's back in the 37 Chevy.
Okay.
And after venturing away and finding their way back, Matt Fornes and Travis Eccles are back.
Heck yeah. Now, why does Baldwin sound familiar?
Baldwin?
Yeah.
Well, we had Amelia Baldwin.
Did have familiar. I wonder if they're related to the other guy. Who knows? William St. John said, was going to do a league race at Weed Sport for Street Stock Dirt Series for the Bump and Run League, but didn't have that track. Well, that's not good.
You're not missing much.
Nick Cannon says, Tommy Baldwin is how come I know that name. Ow. Tommy Baldwin, the crew chief from NASCAR back in the day and team owner at one point.
Yeah, this is one of his kids.
Oh. Yes. All right, so Nick Cannon says he has a surprise for us tonight.
Oh no.
So we're gonna see what the surprise from Nick Cannon is. Usually, when they say it's a surprise for us, it has something to do with the race car. So let's look at Nick's race car here and see if we see anything on Nick's race car that gives it out. Yes, right above the door. Do you see it, Queen Bee?
Yeah, but I'm working on it. What? That's friggin' cool.
So usually, whenever someone tells us as broadcasters they have something, a surprise for us, but the only way you can really surprise the broadcasters is to do something to your paint scheme, and there it is. But down to the final 2 minutes 50 seconds here tonight. You know, last night in the Truck Series when we watched these guys race, a lot of the action was up top. The guys kind of worked towards the bottom at times, but it seemed like the trucks were really a big handful. You expecting to see the same thing tonight, or you think we'll see a little bit different action here tonight?
You gotta count in those giant ass spoilers and the high downforce. So definitely gonna make a difference when it comes to racing.
It should be fun to see. Should be a little bit of pack racing tonight, I figure, with the big spoilers. And then probably more bottom side dominant tonight, if I had to guess. See, Uncle Kenny's out there. Valerie Bunting's out there. Anybody else that's out there on the Facebook side that I have not said hello to yet, I apologize. Like I said, a little late for me popping over to the Facebook side. Charlie Miller says, "Go 21." Yes, sir, William. I feel you there, brother. Did you watch the 12 car there? But with a minute and a half left in practice, Queen Bee, who's your pick for the pole?
Cannon.
Cannon? Okay. You know who I'm going to go with?
Bubble Guppy.
No, I'm not going to go with Bubble Guppy. I have two.
Okay.
Weimer?
You can pick one.
I can only pick one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm going with Weimer. I'm going to go with Weimer.
Because of the muffin pan?
Yeah, I believe the muffin pan is going to be in full action tonight. The motivational muffin pan in full effect. That's what I say. Main SKF plant in Jamestown, New York. Did not know that. That's good to know. Oh, Miami Vice out there in the 6th car. Miami Vice, winner of the Daytona 500, Queen Bee. And an exciting finish to that race.
Daytona's always fun.
It is. Women, who are you trying to say?
It's RIA.
Okay.
He's trying to sound it out.
Brian Chew in the 23 out there. Oh, Chewy, representing the new Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, Michael Jordan team. All right.
AKA Wee Man size shirt.
Countdown to greens come to an end. It's time for qualifying. So we'll bring up your qualifying driver bar along with your qualifying drop down. Queen Bee's going with Wildin' Out, and I've got old Weimer. So we'll see who fares how as Johnny Castle heads out there along with Montgomery. Now, the Cup Series, they do run current Cup Series schemes, correct?
Looks like it.
One fast repair tonight for the drivers, 16X and 50% fuel load. Unlimited tires, but you know what's different about this series versus all the others?
What's that?
Open setups.
I think that makes a difference.
It's going to make a big difference. You're going to find out tonight fix setups, it's kind of down to managing and taking care of your equipment. Open setups, it's all about who's put in the practice time and has really worked on that setup.
Or who has a really good friend that builds setups.
Yeah.
Or who has really pretty eyes that'll bat them at somebody to get a setup.
Yeah. Or who has a subscription to
VRS.
VRS. See Ted Decker Jr. out there in the OU car.
OU
I think
again.
That's what I was about to say. I think we're going to change his nickname to OU again. Right now, wilding out. Nick Cannon top of the board with a 30.753. Oh, Michael Lester goes to the top with a 30.464. See Michael Zuver out there in the number 11 FedEx Camry.
Hey Hamlin, I like your PJs.
Did you see that stupid commercial?
Oh my god, I love that commercial.
McLaughlin out there. He's going to be fourth quickest in the number 77. Dean Weeks in the number 41. See where he slots in. Looks like this is just his opening lap. Just now getting the green flag for him. Lester right now still on top of the 30.464. Forrester second quickest. Weimer third. McLaughlin fourth. Cannon fifth. Wee Man trying to make friends over here on the YouTube side. Roland Landry, old paparazzi out there. Kenny Heath. Don't kill Kenny. In the number 27. He's going to be 29th fastest after his first lap. Wee Man Barber or anyone else that's over on the YouTube side, let me know what it looks like. Same with everybody on the Facebook side. Let me know if the quality and all looks good.
It looks like iRacing to me, but
looks like iRacing to me.
Could I be wrong?
Minute 24 left here in qualifying. Michael Lester right now your fastest. Weimer second quickest. Forrester, Fitz, McLaughlin, Cannon, Rhodes, Seaborn or Bubble Guppy.
Mm-hmm.
Combs and Fusion your top 10. I gotta get used to saying Bubble Guppy.
Well, he was born in the sea.
This is true. This is true. Wee Man says it looks outstanding over on the YouTube side.
He's still ass kissing.
Chad Hitchcock out there in the number 22. Ooh, makes contact with the turn 4 wall, so that's going to negate his second lap. So Hitchcock will stay 13th quickest with 30 seconds left. It looks like Michael Lester is going to walk away with the pole. So 130 laps, or 133 laps the distance here tonight. So Uncle Kenny, if you want to, roll that dice for us. Old Salty out there in the chat. As qualifying is going to come to an end here. There's Whitfield in at 62. He decided he had so much fun last week, he's going to make a full-time season out of it. It's going to be 11th quickest. And while Uncle Kenny rolls the dice, we'll pull up your track information for you real quick here tonight. Miami Speedway, 1.48 miles, 4 turns. Race distance, 197 miles. Temperature, 66 degrees at the track level. Winds out of the northeast at 7 miles an hour. At least it's not in Texas where it's snowing, I guess.
Well, I mean, and that's still pretty cold for Florida.
This is true. This is true. It is time for the official pit pass with the Queen Bee starting grid for tonight. Queen Bee, who we got?
All right. Michael Lester going to be your pole sitter. Jeff Weimer starts in second. Colin Forrester in third. Matthew Fitz in fourth. Sean McLaughlin going to start fifth. Nick Cannon in sixth. Austin Rhodes in seventh. Bryant Seaborn in eighth. Jonathan Combs in ninth. Dennis Fusion in 10th. Wesley Whitfield For some reason, not all my names are popping up. Starts in 11th. Poppy Jean Duda starts 12th. Ryan Garrick in 13th. Chad Hitchcock in 14th. Rhea Ferris 15th. Dean Weeks 16th. Eugene Thorne 17th. Kenny Heath starts 18th. Charles Roberson starts 19th. Jason Ricketts in 20th. Robbie Bison 21st. William Brown in 22nd. Dean Wilkerson in 23rd. Michael Zuber in 24th. Ted Decker Jr. in 25th, Johnny Castle 26th, Luke Baldwin in 27th, Mr. Montgomery is going to start 28th, Just Dave starts 29th, Roland Landry in 30th, Matt Fornes in 31st, Eddie Rivers 32nd, Dave Salter in 33rd, Brian Chu 34th, Carl Rourke in 35th, Albert Hewins in 36th, Chuck Cobb 37th, Sean Wild Senior 38th, Travis Eccles 39th, and I ain't about that life.
David
40th.
All right, those are your 40 drivers that'll take to the track tonight. I am K Smooth. Who is R Heath? 27 is K Heath. R Heath is the way they have added a little team thing right in front of it, so when it shows up, it shows that R. But that is K Heath. All right, so Uncle Kenny rolled a 14, and William St. John rolled an 18.
Sounds about right.
And Queen Bee sent stars. So, are we going over or under?
Under.
Under? On both?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Still going to stick with your pick for the win tonight?
Yep.
All right. As the field waits to roll off pit road here. Wee Man's taking the over. He has no faith.
Because everything's over his head. Nick, I know I edited your picture. Honestly, I'm not sure if I might have typed in the driver number wrong, but double checking all that today.
Did the pace car literally just hit the wall?
Yes. It's called self-destruction. It doesn't want to be seen in that.
Oh, this is already off to a good start tonight.
Hell of a time.
Oh. It committed suicide because it knows the Queen Bee does not like it. It's just go ahead and destroy myself right here. Get it over with. Alrighty, we're going to pull up your top 5 on the left-hand side of your screen along with your mini driver bar on your right-hand side as we get ready to go green flag racing here tonight for the CP Rivers Furniture and Decor Cup Series. Pace car back on pit road as they come out of turn number 4, waiting on that green flag in the air. Here we go. We're underway. Lester gets the jump. Weimer on the outside. But how about this? The 24 Forester going to be able to make his way to the inside and battle for second as they get to turns 1 and 2, Queen Bee. 3 wide through the corner as they head down the back straightaway. You see the 15 there underneath Nick Cannon. Cannon working that top side, trying to see if he can get it to work early in the race. I don't expect it to work too well early in the race. I expect to see it more around the second half of the race is when it's going to start working real good. But right now, Lester out front by .183 over Weimer. McLaughlin runs in that third spot. Forster fourth, and Fitz runs fifth. That's your top 5 right now. There's like Jonathan Jones in that number 5 car for HMS starting to make his way to the front here. Currently in 8th. He's going to go down to the inside of the 15. Thought about 3 wide for a minute there. Now they're going to be 2 wide. Oh, they're aggressive early in this race. The aggression is real.
Didn't you say unlimited fast repairs?
No, just one. Just one.
Oh.
Unlimited tires.
I know, but maybe somebody needs to relay that to the drivers.
We might need to. You see Austin Rose there on the outside. He's going to get past by the 62 down on the bottom. I'm telling you right now, it looks like the bottom side through the corners where you want to be. Those guys are getting so much better runs down on the bottom.
I'm digging that 77 paint scheme.
The 77.
Yes.
Old McLaughlin.
Yeah.
I tell you what McLaughlin is digging right now. He's digging for second place as they go down the back straightaway. McLaughlin wants to get out front and try and lead some of this. So he's making a big run down on the bottom as they go off the corner.
Him and his beard want to be parked in Shatter Batter Victory Lane tonight. That's why.
That's got to be it.
Well, he got a beard compliment last night, so now he has to see his driver picture more.
Ah, it's true.
I mean, I'm just logically thinking.
Logically, yeah. Makes absolutely perfect sense. Right now, though, Weimer's the leader, McLaughlin are in second, Forrester third, Lester's falling back to fourth from the pole, and Combs rounds out your top 5. Oh, that got tight off the corner. Weiler now is going to cross him over and go back to the bottom here in turns 1 and 2, but it got close between those 2 drivers as they come off of 4.
We can keep it wild, but let's not try to be out. Yeah.
As you watch the cars head down the back straightaway, Quimby, you can definitely tell that with those big spoilers on the back, that draft is still a big thing going down the straightaways in these cars.
I'm sorry, there's what on there?
Those giant-ass spoilers.
Where you go? You're learning.
Slowly but surely. As you watch him work through turns 1 and 2 here. 14 there. Trying to make his way to the front. See Dennis Fusion there in the 99. Dennis almost looks like a Henry, not a Henry Rollins, but what's the guy from Gas Monkey?
Richard Rollins?
There you go. As they work down in the corner here. Old Poppy Jean Duda in the 19. Working the top side there for JGR. But field's starting to spread out just a little bit between B.
Probably a good thing.
Probably. Now last night in the trucks we were looking at about a 25 to 27 lap. Oh, 5-car Jonathan Combs gets loose. Saved it though. It's no caution. Oh, not yet. They were 4 wide for a second. What I was going to say is the trucks last night were able to go anywhere from 25 to 28 laps on a tank of fuel. What do you think we'll get tonight with the car? 30, 35?
Probably closer to 35.
Close to 35. All right, well, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. As last night come down to a fuel model strategy right there at the end. So we'll see. But Jonathan Combs in the 5-car, after getting loose a lap ago, has got it back under control and trying to move back to the front. As Nick Cannon's, Nick, the idea is run next to the wall, not in the wall. As the wall keeps him from going outside the park.
Not Lernerville.
No, not Lernerville. We've got 11 of 33 laps is what we're working right now. As you watch him come off of turn number 2, Matthew Fitz there in number 21. I tell you, Matthew Fitz last week at Daytona was impressive. Was able to stay out of the trouble most of the race. Was one of the few people that saved his fast repairs until the second half of the race. Then unfortunately got caught up in like the next 3 wrecks, and his good night went out the window. It'll be interesting to see how he does here tonight as he's currently running that 10th spot.
pop open a beer?
No, I hit my charger. I haven't had anything to drink for like 2 weeks now. Believe it or not. Huh?
I've been quiet, that's why.
You don't believe me?
No, I said I've been quiet, that's why.
Oh, you've been quiet. That's why I haven't drank for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
No. Charlie Miller says cheers. No, that's just my off-brand Yeti hitting my wireless charger on my desk.
That's what it sounded like, though. Like
I
a
know.
cork pop.
Oh! They're able to save it, but that's going to have some damage on Rhea's car along with the 12 there. Or the 22 there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that affects their cars. But that got crazy. But no, just Diet Pepsi is all I have to drink.
That's depressing.
Why is that depressing?
I can't say it's depressing. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. It's not like I could get started this early anyway.
No, if truth be told, I just haven't been to the store to get anything to drink. Jameson Goldbridge with the
country.
stars.
I'm digging it.
Does Rhea have a wrecking sign on her car? If she does, she might want to take it off.
She's the female version of Wreck-It Ralph.
As you watch Matthew Fitz there now running in the 13th spot, as downtown William Brown, last night's winner in the Legacy Series, tries to make his way to the front. Weimer, though, continues the lead over Lester. Forster runs in third spot, Whitfield fourth, and Fusion fifth. He must have took lessons from that dog I posted today.
Which one?
The picture of the dog that he doesn't bite, he just throws bricks at people.
He throws cinder blocks.
Yep. As you continue to watch Matthew Fitz there. Take a little bit further out view of the racetrack. Show you a little bit more of the action as they work down the back straightaway. As you watch Kenny there get loose underneath the 41 or the 43 there of Luke Baldwin. Luke filling in for James Bond tonight. As James Bond not able to be here tonight. But solid first run for Luke so far tonight. If you're Luke and you come into this race, Queen Bee, you know, it's a one-off shot. You're filling in tonight. You haven't ran in any of the Premier Series yet. What is your goal as a driver?
Earn respect of the drivers.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to show up and get a win, but be responsible around who you race around. That to me is going to show a whole lot more to all the other drivers around him than if he was just to come in, show up, show out, and be done with it. But if you show these guys that you can be respectful around them, you can be a good teammate, that's more likely to get you a ride full time than going in and acting like we man.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there. I'll definitely agree with you there. It's all about earning the respect of the drivers around you. But he's got a tricky track to come to make his debut. Although Homestead's a pretty wide track, it's when these tires start wearing off, these cars become a handful. As you see there, the 77, as he's falling back through the field as his tires is worn off. So, you know, McLaughlin at one point was, what, third in this race? And now he's fallen back to 12th. So,
His beard was weighing him down.
weighing him down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Jameson only talks in stars.
I like it.
I like it. I like this. Everybody get him talking. As you watch
I can't wait to see their new commercial.
I've heard the voiceover on it's really good.
No, it's actually terrible.
As you watch the 18 there of Old Salty work to the inside of the 6 of Miami Vice as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Kenny Heath working the bottom there as they come off of turn number 4. 22 laps. What we're working on currently right now. So probably in the neighborhood of the next 10 to 12 laps. See pit stops if we stay green. First run of the night, Queen Bee. Do you think anybody's learned what they need to learn as far as making adjustments on their car? Because remember, tonight, open setup, a little bit more changes they can make to their car than what they normally do.
Nope. I think after the first pit cycle is whenever you'll see them make up their mind as far as setup goes.
I think this first stop, just put 4 tires of fuel on it and think about it.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know where you've been running this first 25 to 30 laps, let's say, before they come down. You're going to see what your tire wear is. You're going to see if you're overrunning it and burning your tires out too quick. So I think that's how I'd go about it.
Okay. I like the thought process. Liking the thought process.
Oh!
Right. Matt Fornes on his lid down the backstretch. That's going to bring the caution out as we saw that live. Let's back it up. And we're going to go, you think gyro cam?
Sure.
And Mr. Fornes. Let's find him here real quick. There he is. So if you get motion sickness, you may want to look away or get you some Dramamine as we go on board with the Dramamine cam with Matt Fornes down the back straightaway. Rough ride, a rough ride. Well, should see everybody come to pit road this time though. And get their tires and fuel here. As you watch the field come to pit road now. Alright, first pit stop of the night. We'll see what the drivers decide to do here. I have a feeling most of them, though, are going to go 4 tires and fuel. I don't think anybody's going to be bold enough to
Not this early on.
to go for 2 tires. Uncle Kenny gave that flip a 6.5, but good control. As you watch the field come to their pit stops, everyone enters their pit box. Looks like somebody overshot back there. Looks like Weimer's going to win the battle off pit road. And the 53 of Lester is going to come out in the 4th spot. Man, we bad midgets. Says I could flip better than that.
Fucking roll doesn't count. I thought weebles wobble, but they didn't fall down.
That's what I always thought.
What else do we have going tonight?
Race-wise, we have a Dirt Street Stock fun run with the Dirt Series Promotions group. After this, over at Weed Sport. Never seen a Dirt Street Stock race at Weed Sport, so that'll be interesting. And then we have Super Late Models live from Southern National, as it's the next to last race for the Rocky Mountain Legends Racing Association season.
That'd be fun.
It shall be. It shall be. So, but full night of racing here on the channel for everyone. Tomorrow night, though, the debut edition
Of?
Bitchin' with the Queen.
Oh, yeah. You get that stuff straight tonight. I forgot about that.
Debut edition of Bitchin' with the Queen tomorrow night. That's going to be fun. This I cannot wait for. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been highly anticipating this for a long time. And I think a lot of people out there have been anticipating it as well.
I think that's crap, but we'll roll with it.
Well, they've heard me in the conversation I've had and with other drivers and different things like that. And I think a lot of our viewers out there, a lot of them are moms and wives and girlfriends and daughters. And I think they would love to get the female perspective on iRacing and racing in general. And that's what Bitchin' with the Queen's going to allow them to do.
I just hope old pastor preacher man's not watching.
That is the name of the show, isn't it? Or am I just making crap up?
I think you just made it up, but I mean, now that you said it, I guess it sticks.
You never really gave me one, so
I was going to call it Muffin Pan Hour.
Muffin Pan Hour. I like that better. All right, we'll call it the Muffin Pan Hour.
Something to that extent.
All right. Well, I'm sure you'll provide me with a graphic tomorrow.
I shall.
All right, here we go to turn number 4, Queen Bee. Call us to green.
Sure. Jeff Weimer, Colin Forrester are going to be your front two guys with Michael Lester and Jonathan Combs. But Jeff Weimer still must be struggling with last night's muffin pan action because he's ready to get out front and go.
Yeah, Weimer shot out of a cannon. Lester's going to follow him through there, get around Forrester. Outside line at a disadvantage on these restarts. So we'll see how it plays out as they go down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. But right now, Weimer, he's led pretty much every lap so far, Queen Bee.
I'm telling you, he's got PTSD. The real thing.
It's a real thing. We're going to go down to turn number 1. Lester's going to try and see if he can keep up with Weimer through the corner. But I tell you, the guy they're going to have to watch out for is that Combs in that 5 car. Combs was fast on that first run until he got loose and fell back and had to restart his way back to the field. He's back up front now, and he's going after second and third spot here in 3 and 4.
All right, so we talk about all of our drivers and their competitiveness. Whenever you watch Jonathan Combs from last week into this week, who does that remind you of as a driver as far as aggression?
Combs?
Yes.
There's a couple. He's a little bit like Pee Wee. As far
I was going to say Pee Wee or Cameron Hearn.
That's. I wasn't going to go Cameron Hearn. I was going to go Pee Wee or Rowdy.
Good point.
I was going to go Pee Wee or Rowdy. I think William Brown there is more like Cameron Hearn with the aggressiveness.
No, he is a Caleb Eisenhower. Before therapy.
Next race, Santa, is at 7:05 your time.
Always cooking. He's like Shannon.
As Weimer's pulled out to a second lead over Combs and Forster continues to battle for second. But yeah, Santa was always cooking. I agree with you there. Did you watch Austin Rhodes there in the 15? Sorry, Queen Bee, you've come to pit road. You made that first pit stop. You've had a chance to look at your tire wear and see what it's done. If you're way off, are you making a huge swing on your next pit stop, or are you still going to make small adjustments since we're only on lap 34, 133?
Nope. I think I'd make one or two slight adjustments. That's about it.
Well, William St. John, we're glad you love the channel, brother. We love having you around. And Uncle Kenny wants to know, how is Roddy doing? Or Rowdy doing?
He's been doing good. I know he's been working a lot. And, you know, we joke a lot about when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. He genuinely loves what he does. So, big adjustment for 2021 for him, but got a really good start in iRacing so far this year, too.
Yeah, he's got him a couple second place finishes and a couple wins. So it's been good from what I've seen on the Facebook side. I know you talk to him more than I do, so. Santa says he's doing chicken parm, homemade sauce, homemade bread, pepperoni, Italian seasoning, cheese, and sun-dried tomatoes and Caesar salad.
This is not Match.com. It's not Match.com. I'm telling you, he could pick up a woman that way. Too bad he's already got Mr. B.
Oh, Mrs. Claus.
Mr. B wouldn't make a cute Mrs. Claus. He looks more like a Mrs. B.
More like a Mrs. B?
Yeah.
He did his fusion here in the 99. The thing about Santa's house is you gotta watch out for the butter in his fridge. You put a little bit too much butter on there, you won't remember eating.
I need about 3 things of that butter.
As you watch him 3 wide down the front stretch, Kenny Heath in the middle of it. He's gonna kind of back out and let those guys go. As you watch Salty there in the 18 Skittles car. Even though I'm not a Kyle Busch fan, I've always liked that paint scheme. Oh! We're wrecking on the front stretch.
Nah,
No
we're driving
caution
good.
as of yet. Kenny Heath going to try and get it turned around and get it going here. He'll get it going and we'll stay green, but... Three wide as they come up on wilding out. No, not gonna work out. Miami Vice gonna go around. This is gonna bring out the caution.
Oh, he almost got punted too.
Yeah, that almost got real bad. 2 laps in a row, you have an accident off of turn number 4. Wow.
So you've only been out there 14, 15 laps. Do you go ahead and bring it back down to pit road?
I do, especially if I'm not happy with the way the car's handling.
Well, if you just got dumped, of course you're not happy.
Well, I mean, if you had a chance to look at your tire wear from the first run and you weren't happy with the way it was handling, you didn't make a change on that first stop, I think you come in. I think tire wear tonight and all is going to be big. Plus, also, I mean, we're not to the halfway point yet, so if you give up some track position now to make your car better, I think it's worth it at this point. Uncle Kenny says, back to the throttle too hard and fast. Well, I know this much. Everybody wants a followers race after last night.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided we're going to do 2.
Mm-hmm.
A dirt one and an asphalt one.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got to do it here soon.
Very true.
Because I looked at our schedule. And...
very colorful.
Very colorful. I tried to make it festive for you. Trying to help you out some. Trying to help you out some. Be able to differentiate between the series. But Mondays are fixing to get full again.
That they
And
are.
right now, Mondays are the only days that are really open.
Yeah, but I got confirmation from old Dale Jr. today that Speed Zone's coming back.
So there's the confirmation on that. So, and that kicks off what, in February?
I think so.
So, and I know the 18th we got a chili bowl. So sometime between the 18th and when they do their other stuff is when we'll have to do it.
I don't know. I've already got with CNC about my race paints, so I'm good.
You're good.
I mean, I have to look cool.
Very much so. Because you will be racing with everyone. How about this? Weimer's going to come down. After staying out the first time and everyone else came in, he's now going to choose to go ahead and come on down and get it tires. But Fitz is going to stay out. So Matthew Fitz will be your leader here. Rhodes will be second. Cannon third. Eccles fourth. And Rourke fifth on this restart. Jameson says he'll be there for the followers race.
He's gonna be my coach.
This could be your coach.
Yeah, my paint guy and my coach.
I hear you. Full send. 10.
I use that at Old Gearhead Coffee. By the way, speaking of Gearhead Coffee, I do one on my Instagram today, but I used the brake dust rub on some ribs. But
Your Instagram doesn't show up on mine anymore.
Huh?
Yeah. You never show up in my feed anymore on Instagram.
it's on my story.
I don't know why.
I mean, if you unfollowed me, just say it.
No, I haven't.
I get that I'm not that cool.
I haven't. That's the thing. I have not. That's the thing. You don't show up on mine anymore. I was going to ask you if you unfollowed me or kicked me off of yours. One of the two.
Mine's public.
I don't know. It's about to go down. There again. Some Texas pecan beadlock as well.
Texas what?
Pecan.
Pecan.
This is a green flag back in the air. Fitz is going to have the lead when they get down to turn number one. Wilding out on the bottom is going to try and take second place away from Rhodes here, but they're 3 wide behind him.
Yep, this ain't gonna work.
Ah, they survived.
For now.
For now. Carl Rourke there in the number 47 is, ooh, him and the 77 got close together. Oh,
I'm sorry. What just happened?
Oh.
Oh, you again.
Oh, that's the whole back half of the field.
Hope Kurt's okay.
Oh, the 43 of Luke Baldwin goes for a wild ride there. We'll back it up here and see if we can see exactly what happened. But tell you what, we're going to go on board. Let's go plain old cockpit cam here with the 51 of Jeff Weimer, as he was in the back there. See if we can see what happened from his vantage point. Nope, not going to show it from his vantage point. Alright. So, let's pause it again. Let's go on board with... Let's go with Luke Baldwin. How about that? So tough debut so far for Baldwin. Hopefully, actually he did. He still had his fast repair, so he's able to get that taken care of. So he's still in it, not out of it. But not good. Not good at all. As I've lost several things here. Earl Jackson is racing from Squirrel Nation. He receives modified at our local track, State Line Speedway. Sugar Grove, PA turns 4 and 1 is in New York, and turns 2 and 3 is in Pennsylvania for a while, but they were allowed to sell beer in PA but not New York. Wow. That was definitely the big one there. As they have wadded up some race cars. As right now, Forrester, Brown, Combs, Roberson, and Rourke, your top 5. All right, 49 laps will be complete when we get back to the stripe this time. As Forrester, your current leader. 14 of you watching over on the YouTube side. And not sure how many we got over here. We got 16 of you over here on the Facebook side. So appreciate everybody for coming out and tuning in, as we're getting close to the halfway point. Green flag back in the air. Forrester's going to have the jump. So he'll have the advantage with downtown William Brown wasting no time to get to his inside and take over the lead as they go down the back straightaway.
It's something about the paint scheme. I'm convinced.
It's the paint scheme.
It's got to be. Oh.
Ooh, McLaughlin with a bold move down the front straightaway.
How about the power move from the Bubble Guppy?
Not the bubble guppy. Bubble guppy trying to make it over this. Once again, got nails on the nose of his car. All I know is whoever just sent me pictures of cake and barbecue ribs is so mean.
Who? What?
Yeah, I don't know who would do such a thing to me in the middle of a broadcast, but that is so mean.
That sucks.
George Ty with the stream 517 raid. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you for the raid. As you see David Salter out there, old Salty Dave in that 18, currently 21st, trying to make up ground from the incident he was involved in. Carl Rourke still working the bottom. You see Johnny Castle there in the 34 trying to make his way through.
Little Twisted Tea himself.
Twisted Tea. Red Bull may give you wings, but Twisted Tea gives you hands.
And a headache.
And a headache. Yeah, you're right, William. So mean, but so good.
It's king cake. It's not regular cake.
What is a king cake?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm serious right now. I may call it something different for all I know.
I don't think what they call them anymore. Call them some kind of Danish. But it's basically like a giant cinnamon roll that's stuffed, and then it'll have icing or chocolate or whatever across the top.
Okay.
Usually decorated with Mardi Gras colors.
Okay.
Oh.
Johnny Castle, save it, buddy. Save it. But, no, we don't call them king cakes. I don't know what we call it. I know what you're talking about. But we don't call them that here.
Y'all aren't really a Mardi Gras state, though.
No, we're not. But with the military base and all, we end up with a lot of stuff around here that you don't see in a lot of other towns in South Carolina. So,
Pringle is what they call them up north.
okay. I think the local donut shop / bakery here has them. Oh, Nick Cooper out there watching. Papa Cave out there watching.
The Coop?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was still alive.
Wilkerson in that number 3, Tracker Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. Trying to make his way through, but up front, looks like several of the guys having to come to pit road that decided to stay out, Queen Bee, as they've kind of reached that limit on the car as far as fuel. But Brown continues to lead over Forrester. Roberson runs 3rd, comes 4th. Urick up to 5th. And Miles not making up ground like he probably was hoping to.
Not yet, but it's still early.
Still early. You see Dean Weeks there running in the 18th spot. Ted Deckford Jr. runs 17th. We are. At least I'm ready for the street stock race. Is the Queen Bee ready for the street stock race?
It's dirt. Of course I'm ready.
See Dean Weeks there running that 17th spot as he works off of turn number 4, comes out in the front straightaway here. 58 laps in the books, working lap 59. So Queen Bee, almost to the halfway point. At this point in the race, these drivers maybe have 1, maybe 2 more pit stops, 2 more opportunities to potentially get their car right. But where do you think you need to be as far as within the field to have a real legitimate shot at winning this thing?
Oh, let me add that.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
I think you need to be in a reasonable spot, probably 8th on up.
Okay. 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 Let's say at least inside the top 15 as we get to the halfway point to have a chance.
I'm thinking realistically, without a caution, somewhere 8th and up.
Yeah, without a caution, you're going to have to be in the top 8. I'll give you that, yeah.
Or have a really good, like, Tim Weinkauf start.
Yeah. Kendra out there says,
Oh.
go 53. Oh. 21 in the wall.
Bumped him clean it the next week.
As you see Matthew Fitz there along with Baldwin, and here comes Weimer in the 51 trying to make his way back to the front. Roland Landry, and then number 37, old Paparazzi. So he tries to make his way back to the front. Kind of quiet over on the YouTube side. Not a lot of people talking over on the YouTube side. So, Queen Bee, as we approach halfway in this race, Luke Baldwin, running 17th, got involved in that one wreck, but overall, would you say he's kind of managed the expectations and kind of done what would be expected of a person trying to make their debut and get a potential full-time run?
I think it's going to take more than one race to do that. Just being honest. Like I said, if anything I've learned from having the pit pass side of things, from talking to team owners and sponsors and things like that, when these people are looking for a driver like that, they look at so many different things. It's not just, oh, hey, come on board and slap the sticker on your car.
Right.
Ultimately, as a business owner, you have to think about, is that person going to stand up for my name when it comes down to it? How are they going to represent me as a business?
Right.
I mean, I don't know how to say it without being extremely rude, other than, can they hold up to those kind of expectations?
I agree with you.
And then you make special exceptions for guys like Wee Man because, if not, he can claim a lawsuit.
Wee Man, part of it is connections, and the other part of it is when you have a full field of cars like this, you're gonna have a little bit of latency issues.
Think about it. This is a Sunday, and every single race has had a really good amount of cars, but for a Sunday afternoon, a Cup Series, to have 40 drivers turn out, that's huge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is something a lot of leagues would kill for.
Well, yeah, it's not a recruitment race either. This is something that people have legit raced their way into, because you don't just walk into this Cup Series.
No, you gotta race your way into it coming up through the ranks. Do I get to take one away if you say legit?
No, because now I get to add 2 more.
Dang it! Barbara McLaughlin says she's still out there rooting for the 77 on the YouTube side. 77 McLaughlin currently running in the 10th spot. Oh, we got a wreck on the front stretch. Somehow Weimer makes it through that one. We'll back it up here. We'll go on board with Weimer this time if it'll work for us. See if it'll work for us this time. And watch as the wreck unfolds in front of him. You see the 47 and them up in front of him as it comes off the corner. He's able to navigate his way through it, Queen Bee. Sometimes it's about being lucky more so than being good.
Part of it's dip, duck, dodge, dive.
Dip, duck, dodge, and dive. Caution counter. We'll pull that up for you guys here real quick. Your Years and Glitz caution information is they're still wrecking on the front stretch. We have 4 cautions so far for 14 laps with 4 lead changes. How about that 9 car? I just noticed that. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a throwback to the AC Delco car.
I like it.
I like it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right. Well, we've pretty much reached that halfway point. So what do you say we do a full field rundown here real quick?
You go ahead, and I'm going to go to the concession stand.
All right. Make sure you got something good.
I mean, I can't say it's cake or ribs.
Cake and ribs. Alrighty. Pull up your driver fun fact bars. We'll also go on the side profile on all the cars for you. And we're going to go quick rundown through the field for you here. William Brown, old downtown William Brown in number 48, currently your leader. Colin Forrester in that number 24, Menards Chevrolet out of Jacksonville, Florida, currently runs second. Roberson in the number 7 out of Knightsville, South Carolina, currently runs in the 3rd position. Jonathan Combs in that number 5, Valvoline. He's known as Johnny Race Car, currently runs in that 4th spot. Oh, Bubble Guppy. Oh, Airland and Seaborn. Brian Seaborn from Greenville, Pennsylvania, in the number 20, currently running in that 5th spot. Ryan Urich in the number 14. Blue Def Ford Mustang tonight, currently runs in the 6th spot. Oh, Sean McLaughlin. They call him Paul Bunyan from Raymond, New Hampshire. He currently runs in the 7th spot. 8th, you'll find Brian Chew in that 23 XI from Fort Myers, Florida. They call him Chewy. Nick Cannon in the TPR number 2 car. Oh, Penske Racing number 2. Chad Hitchcock in the 22. Out of Taylorsville, Kentucky, runs in the 10th spot. Dean Weeks. Why does it keep going? My cameras don't like me. Jason Ricketts out of Dawsonville, Georgia, currently runs in that 12th spot in the number 9 car. Luke Baldwin in the number 43. Coke Zero Chevrolet, he runs in 13th. Austin Rhodes in the number 15 Spartan Mosquito Chevrolet runs 14th. Jeff Weimer in the number 51 Custom Aircraft Cabinets, he runs in that 15th spot. David Salter in the number 18 Skittles Camry runs 16th. 17th is where you'll find Johnny Castle out of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Old Wilkerson out of Saraland, Alabama. He currently runs in the 18th spot. Kenny Heath in the number 27 currently runs in that 19th spot. Shane Wielden Sr. runs in that 19th spot. And 21st will be the 42 of Just Dave. As for some reason, this is not one to cooperate with me, so we'll just have to come back to that later for some reason. Not sure why it doesn't want to cooperate, but it's not cooperating. As we stop our fun fact bar there. Hauling a trailer to Gramps' house. Heck yeah. They're 2x2 behind the pace car, as we are going to have 71 laps completed when we get the green flag back out. Welcome back, Shannon, as well. Downtown William Brown and Forster are going to be on your front row. Roberson, Combs in row number 2 as we get ready for the green flag here. The question is, when the Queen Bee comes back, which one do y'all think she's going to have? Is it going to be the cake or will it be the ribs? That's going to be the $1 million question. Will it be the cake or will it be the ribs?
What did I do?
Oh, we were just taking bets.
I don't know. Gambling's bad for your health.
Green flag back out. Brown and Forster side by side down in turn number 1. See Chad Hitchcock there in the number 22 as Baldwin works around him on the inside. There you get up on Chewy there in the 23. But downtown William Brown back to where he was last night, going to be out front trying to pull away.
Dominating.
Dominating.
YOLO.
YOLO. As you watch him come off a turn, and number 4 here, that 7 car of Roberson, though, his car is not happy with someone on his back bumper.
The giant ass spoiler.
Never been to Pennsylvania, never been around the Pennsylvania Mountains. I've always wanted to go to Pocono and check out the mountains of Pocono. But I have not been there. But as you look right there on the back half of the top 10, though, Queen Bee, running 12th. He's slowly but surely making his way back inside the top 10. Charlie,
Creeping.
huh?
He's creeping.
He's creeping. Charlie Miller says Matt Fitz makes the best choice. I'd have to be the judge of that, but you know,
I mean, you're also in like barbecue country.
I am.
I don't know, that brake does. There's something sweet in it. So there's like this really crispy edge around them, and the smoke ring in the ribs was like perfect.
Golden ball potato. They have golden fritters. I love those.
Well, it's better than the normal name we call them. You forget it's supper time.
Yes.
This is now how my Sundays go.
I had supper right before we went live, and now I'm wanting my dessert that I ordered with it, but it's in the kitchen, and it'd just be rude for me to eat my dessert.
Not rude. People have needs. Dessert is a need.
Dessert is a need. No, I ordered Chili's for dinner tonight.
Ooh.
What with the
Southwest egg rolls.
What with the Cajun chicken pasta?
Usually my go-to.
What with that and the skillet cookie and ice cream for dessert.
I'm trying to figure out how they deliver that.
What do you mean? The skillet cookie and ice cream?
Yeah, I mean, do they bring you a skillet?
No, you don't get the skillet. But they do come in 2 separate containers, so your ice cream isn't fully melted by the time you eat it. But there's only one problem with it, though, I'll be honest with you.
Not a skillet?
Aside from it not being as... Ooh, smoked meatloaf cooking for Papa Cave. Hell yeah. I haven't tried that. I've been meaning to try that at some point. Smoked meatloaf. No. It's the ice cream. Because you get a little bit of ice cream with it, and you're all like happy, and then like the next day you're like, you know what I want? Some ice cream.
So you go get some Bluebell homemade vanilla, throw it in the cast iron skillet, get it hot, and then put the ice cream on top.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I have an apple pie sitting on my counter too.
All right, here's the question: apple pie diced or sliced?
Depends on what I have to get it out the pan with. Today, I used a spoon, so it's not even.
So it's not either. I was talking more about
I just dumped a bunch of sugar on it and then threw some ice cream on top.
Well, I was talking more about the apples inside the apple pie. Do you prefer when the apples are diced or if they're sliced apples?
Sliced.
Sliced. Okay.
Welcome to Beehive Media, the official food network of iRacing.
We're always in Food Network by racing. As William Brown continues to lead over Forrester. Combs runs in that third spot. Urick up to fourth. McLaughlin. How about McLaughlin? He slowly but surely made his way back inside the top five. Now
He's using the beard.
The question is, though, is this going to be like the first run of the night where he made it in the top five and his tires burn up and he falls off, or did he learn enough and make a big enough adjustment so his tires don't fall off?
He trimmed 3.5 inches off of his beard, so he's more aerodynamical now, and he's going to be a little bit more cautious.
Okay. I like that. Pit reporter, Queen Bee, down there, getting the scoop for us.
I was just letting you know.
I'll just talk about food and dessert now. It's got a different dessert than what I have. Meet me at iRacing. Dude, don't get me started on Arby's, please. Can we not? Chad Hitchcock runs in 13th spot. What?
Nothing. I gotta go take a phone call.
Alrighty. As you have Chad Hitchcock running in the 13th spot in the number 22. Top 5 though, Weimer. He's finally made his way back up there. We talked about it. How long would it take him to make it back to the front? Well, here's your answer. Because he's made his way up inside the top 5. He's currently running 4th. As he's going to go to the inside here. See what he's able to do as he gets around to the inside of Roberson, makes his way past him. Next car on the hit list will be the 5 of Combs as they work around that lap traffic there, the 14 of Ryan Urick. Actually, Urick's not a lap down. I don't know why he's showing like he is. He should be showing top 5. No, it's nothing like that. My problem with Arby's is I remember when I was growing up, you can get a 5 for $5 at Arby's. 5 roast beef and cheese sandwiches for $5. Now you can't even get a drink at Arby's for less than like $8. Arby's is just too damn expensive nowadays. Just my personal opinion. But Jeff Weimer currently runs in that 4th spot as he's made his way back inside the top 5. We questioned how long it would take for him to make it back up there. So he's now finally made his way into the top 5 here as we've completed 88 of 133 laps, working lap 89 right now. But up front, Colin Forrester has moved out to the lead as Jonathan Combs now has made his way around William Brown. As these teammates up front are dominating for HMS. Colin Forrester, Jonathan Combs, and William Brown, all teammates for HMS. See, it's not even 5 for 10 where I'm at, Sean. You can't do anything at Arby's for that. As Jonathan Combs has now moved into the 2nd spot ahead of teammate downtown William Brown. As you check in there with David Salty Salters and then number 18. Like I was saying earlier, though, I'm not a Kyle Busch fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I've always liked that black Skittle scheme. Always liked that. Okay, first of all, Wee Man, I don't see you making a chef salad. I see you purchasing a chef salad. And actually, I don't see you purchasing a chef salad. Just because the hamburger has lettuce on it doesn't make it a salad. I'm picking. See Michael Lester there, you're pole sitter for tonight. He's currently running in that 10th spot in that 53 car. Still a decent run for Michael tonight. Probably not exactly where he wants to be, but still a good run for him. His old Chewy now has made his way inside the top 5. As you see Luke Baldwin there, currently running in the 14th spot in that 43 Coke Zero Chevrolet. I wouldn't even want to know how much that cost. Although I did read a funny story out of New York about a DoorDash where a woman was DoorDash delivering food for a guy, and he left like an $8 tip or something, and she was like, you need to leave a bigger tip because it was a 35-minute drive or something, and the guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm not giving you any extra money. So she took his food back. Oh! Baldwin and Kenny get together. Kenny's going to catch another driver, and that's going to bring the caution out as Miami Bice, Robbie Bice, is going to get caught up in that one as well. Steak and mac and cheese, chicken burritos. He's in the middle of nowhere currently. He has to hunt it and make it. He's going to starve. Caution's going to come out of here on lap 94 of 133. This is going to put us right on that outer edge of being able to make it to the end here. So I'm kind of curious if they'll be able to. We'll let them see what they do here pit stop wise, and we may pop over to Discord and grab a driver and see what they can tell us. Man, simple things in life. Just simple things in life. Alright, leaders are coming down pit road now. So they'll come to their pit stalls. As you watch them come down, you see William Brown able to get to his pit stall first. Comes now, going to drive down to his pit stall, and here comes Forrester to his. Weimer going to make his way into his. And you're going to see the 53 of Lester there get to his pit stall. Brown already down and away in the back. You see him coming. Off pit road. Combs, though, going to be able to get out in front of him, and so will Forrester. And Weimer's going to make it off pit road in 4th, and it looks like Chewy will come off 5th. 6th will go to McLaughlin. What does that mean? It just means I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
What are you surprised about?
Huh?
What are we surprised about?
Wee Man.
What did he do?
He was talking about how impressed he was at how the sound comes out of his sound bars. And I said, it's the simple things, Wee Man. It's the simple things. I have no answer to that. I'm sorry, I don't.
I mean, that's kind of what it's made for.
Jared Wall out there watching.
Wall.
Yes. This was his. This is what he said. He said, "I bought the stuff to make the chef salad. LOL. It's still sitting in the fridge because I'm more entertained with how sound comes from my sound system."
Squirrel.
So take what you made from that.
So I had to turn the lava lamp off on my desk. Because I'd find myself just staring into it. And I'm like, wait, there's a race going on.
Alright, well, this is going to be interesting here, Queen Bee. We haven't seen him make a full fuel run. But we're both kind of on the fences. Probably somewhere around 30, 35 laps is what they're going to be able to run on fuel. They're right on that outer edge right now, being able to make it to the end of this thing. If we're
I'd be
correct.
clutching it right now.
That was my question. Is what would you be doing to try and save as much fuel as possible right here?
Feeling it going through the corners.
Kendra says she loves lava lamps.
I mean, it brought up a fun point at Christmas time because apparently they went out of style in like the 60s. Well, then they came back in like, what, the 90s, early 2000s. And I was like, oh, this would be a cool present. Yeah, I totally skeeved it. Now I'm like amazed.
Next thing you know, she's going to have a water bed.
No, mine has air in it.
All right, well, Forrester and Combs on the front row. Downtown Brown and Weimer in row number 2. Chewy and McLaughlin, row number 3 here, Queen Bee, as we get ready to go.
Oh, save it. He's Air Jordaning through the dog leg.
Somehow I was not up to... I was behind the action there, somehow. Apparently I never fast forward, so we unfortunately missed that restart, so I apologize.
You had one job.
I know.
One job.
One job, and I screwed it up. Yeah, Charlie, last night's truck race came down to a fuel mileage race, and it looks like tonight's going to come down to one as well as the drivers take off. But I tell you what do you guys think? We do a little crank it up here before the race ends as we get set up for the final part of this run. What do you think, Queen Bee?
Sure.
All right. Enjoy the sights and sounds of the Cup cars here at Homestead as we go crank it up. Alrighty, folks, we're back. 103 laps in the books, working lap 104. As right now, out front, Forrester continues the lead. as we get down to the nitty gritty here to the very end of this thing. Top 3 cars, Queen Bee, all HMS drivers. We were kind of told earlier, watch out for the HMS guys, and it's definitely looking so.
Oh, we're supposed to watch out for Penske.
They were supposed to be one of the fast ones here tonight as well. The fastest one right now for Team Penske as far as high up in the field is Hitchcock, currently running 8th. Nick Cannon runs 9th. Those 2 drivers are out for Penske, but it's been all HMS tonight, as Forrester, Brown, and Combs have pretty much dominated this race.
You know, I've always been a Hendrick person, so I can't say anything.
I tell you what, though, right now, they're going to have to worry about Rick Weir Racing, though, because Jeff Weimer in that 51 is back inside the top 5, and he is all over the back bumper of Combs as they go through turns 1 and 2 and head down the back straightaway.
Is your ATVO messing up, or is it just me?
No, it's freaking out.
Okay, good. Glad it's not just me.
No, it's not just you. But Uncle Kenny put something out there. Apparently they're having issues on iRacing overall tonight, so.
Great.
Yeah. Fun times as always.
Cute. Ooh, wall.
Oh. Watch him head down the back straightaway. Forrester still your leader, but Weimer now up to 3rd. Now working on the back bumper of downtown William Brown. Ooh, Weimer had to check up to stay off of him there, Queen Bee.
That was a bump and run.
It's a bump and run. Weimer to the inside of Brown as they go through turns 1 and 2. Right now, though, Weimer only the 2nd fastest car in the top 5, because our leader, Colin Forrester, is turning some fast laps right now at a 32-1 last time by.
He gone.
He gone. So we're going to find out here whose setup is better. As Weimer now up to 2nd, 1.7 seconds behind our leader, Forrester, here. As we are closing in on only 20 laps to go here, Queen Bee.
It's all going to come down to the setup in the car. Who's set up for the long run and who's set up for the short run like this.
Right. No, I agree with you. It's going to come down to, is Forrester burning his stuff up or is Weimer burning his stuff up, and whose setup is made for that long run, like you said. And then also, you know, we don't know whether or not they can actually make it to the end on fuel. And
Well, I'm saying, I think he was probably holding back just a little bit.
It may have been, but we'll take a look at the speeds of the line next time by here. But Forrester, currently your leader. Weimer runs 2nd. Brown runs 3rd. Let's take a look at your speeds at the line here. Colin Forrester runs a 32.738. Weimer that time by 32.326, 4/10 quicker. So Weimer reeling in our leader right now, Queen Bee, and he's going to have 20 laps to get it done when they get back to the strike. Chris
Does this
Reeves.
car from a distance remind you of a certain GT that used to be out?
Who's Weimer's?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was just me.
Mm-hmm. That time by there, pretty much a wash, as Forrester and Weimer pretty much run identical times. But 20 laps to go. So the two questions that remain is, number one, can Weimer run Forrester down? And number two, do both of them have enough fuel to make it to the end?
I think Forrester probably knows what he's doing. I mean, he knows coming into it what kind of fuel run he can make, but if I was Weimer, I'd be kind of hanging back a little bit and not trying to completely give it everything I have right now.
Okay. I'm probably different train of thought than you. If I'm close on fuel and I feel like he's close on fuel, I'm going to apply pressure and see if I can get him to burn his off first. That way I can kind of clutch it on that last lap and hopefully hold on to it.
That or he's trying to take the Thaxton approach and get, 19 seconds out in front of the field and slow it down.
That is the greatest fuel mileage race we have ever called. I don't care what anybody says. Although it did not work out for Thaxton, that was an amazing attempt.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, too, because how often are you going to be 16 seconds in front of the field and be able to do that?
Not very often. Not very often at all. In case y'all are wondering, we had a race last year that we called where the driver so far out in front, it was a fuel mileage race coming down to the end. He was running, instead of clutching it and instead of turning the car off, he picked an RPM and held that RPM for 25 straight laps? And come up just about a half a lap short from making it to the end. It was impressive. I'll tell you what else is impressive. Old Salty Dave. He's in the top 5. That dude keeps battling and battling throughout a race, and he's just kind of there at the end.
Well, we told him not to be salty. Trying to make the most of his night.
Trying to make the most of his night. 15 to go when they get back to the stripe. Weimer's cut Forrester's lead down to 1 second now. As it's going to come down, it looks like these two drivers here, Weimer now has cut it down to 0.7 of a second. I have a feeling Forrester's letting out of it, trying to save fuel right now, because he was almost a second slower that lap than Weimer.
Yeah, I think he's paying attention to the broadcast and really starting to look at the gas gauge.
Jody said her husband is always salty. So apparently Salty Dave is just a salty guy all the time.
Does she carry around a muffin pan?
If not,
I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, we got one around on the front stretch. The 17's around. He's off the surface though. Weimer now has cut that lead down to less than a half a second, Queen D. We're going to have 13 laps to go.
So what do you think? Does Forrester do it?
Weimer's coming to pit road.
Oh.
Weimer wasn't going to make it. He comes to pit road. If he's that much short on fuel, there's no way Forrester's going to be able to make it if Weimer's that much shorter, unless he's just trying to short pit it by that much.
I think he's trying to short pit it. That way he'll have the speed.
So shrubby. Wow.
Oh, I forgot I wasn't commenting his beehive.
No.
My bad.
All right, well, you see Wildin' Out's on pit road as well. Weimer's going to get his service down and away here. So, as Combs now is going to take the lead, because Forrester, he's coming to pit road now. I think Weimer kind of forced his hand there. What do you think?
I think he made a strategic pit call.
He's on pit road. He's going to go with, looks like at least 2 right sides. Will he do left? He's going to do lefts as well. William Brown, though, he's going to get down and away. He does 2 tires. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out for Brown with only 2 tires. Right now, though, Dean Weeks is going to be your leader in that number 41. So he's currently out front. Hitchcock second, Castle third, Ricketts fourth, and Combs, first one on and off pit road. He runs 5th. As Weimer is going to come out in front of Forrester, Queen Bee.
Oh.
But we're going to watch.
But do they have enough time to get back up there with 10 to go?
That's the question, because right now they're almost a lap down. They are the first 2 cars in front of Dean Weeks right here. As Dean Weeks crosses the stripe, 10 laps to go. The question is Dean Weeks able to make it to the end? Because I'm going to tell you right now, Dean Weeks is running lap times where he's trying to stretch this to the end. He's running 33 threes. And, I mean, the leaders were running 32 twos and 32 ones. He's running a second a lap slower than everyone else. So...
But he doesn't have anybody 3 seconds behind him.
This is true, and he's also coming to pit road, so he's not going to be able to make it to the end. So that's going to put Penske Racing's Chad Hitchcock out front now, and then number 22. As Chad Hitchcock is going to now bring it to pit road. That's going to hand the lead over to Jason Ricketts in the 9. As we're going to have 8 laps to go as Ricketts gets to the stripe. Just Dave will be the next in line behind him. But downtown... Ooh, what happened to William Brown? There he is. Downtown William Brown, he's going to be out in front of both Forrester and Weimer, as Forrester's been able to make his way back around Weimer. So it looks like Weimer's car is set up for the long run and not the short run. As Forrester's made his way around him and is pulled away from Weimer now. So,
all about the open setups.
Yeah. Jason Ricketts now coming to pit road. That's going to give the lead to just Dave, but Dave follows Ricketts down to pit road. So that means downtown William Brown with the 2 tire stops going to be your leader with 7 to go here, Queen Bee.
Yeah, she's doing Jim J things.
She's doing Jim J things. As you watch him work through the lap traffic here as he goes through turns 3 and 4. Question is, will those 2 tires hold up over Colin Forrester? Forrester, you see him back there. He's gaining ground on Brown. 6 laps to go. And Forrester less than a second back. 2 tires versus 4 tires here, Queen Bee. Who's going to win out?
4 tires.
4 tires. As you watch William Brown work off the corner here, you'll come to the stripe. He'll have 5 laps to go. So I'll ask you this question. You know that's your teammate coming up behind you. This is still a race for the win. How aggressive do you race your teammate?
Well, I mean, you're in that window that, I hate to say it, but the teammate car goes out the window.
You race him like anyone else on the track at this point?
Basically.
Put the bumper to him if you need to.
Yep.
As they come out the corner, Forrester going to work around the lap traffic. We got 4 laps to go, and Forrester a half a second back.
Yep, and heavy traffic in front of them.
This is going to get good. As you watch William Brown and Forrester go off into turns 3 and 4. Lap traffic directly in front of them as they come off the corner here. Weimer almost 3 seconds back, so he's not going to be a factor in this. 3 laps to go, and Forrester is there. Can Forrester get a run on Brown here in the final 3 laps? They're going to go down into turns 3 and 4. Brown's going to go to the bottom, protect that inside line, not allow Forrester to get to his inside. But as they come off of turn number 4, Forster looks. He stays back in line with him. 2 to go as they cross the stripe. Brown down into turns 1 and 2. Going to go to the high side this time in 1 and 2. Forster runs a little bit low. Brown struggles on that top side. Can he keep the momentum up? Forster, though, on the inside looks like he's going to be able to take advantage of him. As they go off into turns 3 and 4, Forster's going to get the lead. New leader, Colin Forster, goes to the lead out of turn number 4, and he's going to see that Serena Sweet Soaps 1 to go, white flag in the air one more time for Colin Forster as he takes it to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Brown going to try and get back at him, but I don't think he can, Queen Bee.
No, that car is struggling. It's hurting.
2 tires not what he needed here at the end. It was a valiant call to get him out front, but it's not going to work for him. As they come off of turn number 4, your winner tonight is going to be the driver of that number 24 Menard Chevrolet, Colin Forster. He's going to lead 43 laps en route to victory tonight. Downtown, William Brown comes home second, and Weimer comes home third.
Called a muffin pan recovery.
The motivational muffin pan was out.
I mean, he got it on the podium.
Yeah.
We've joked a lot about the speed zone, guys, but I find this oddly funny. This would have put Clay out front.
Uh-huh.
We finally saw 24 parked in victory lane.
I know. I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't going to go there until it was over with. Alrighty, well, we're going to pause it right there. And we're going to roll that beautiful beam footage for everybody. And we'll be right back with your Matrix Muscle Cars post-race show. So, give us 1 second here. And we'll be right back.
Let me ask you, do you have projects hanging around your yard? Maybe they're in your garage. Or hey, if you're my dad, you find them every time you cut grass. Let me tell you what, you need to check out the guys at Matrix Muscle Cars. Let me tell you about this little company down there in Birmingham, Alabama called Matrix Muscle Cars. These guys take old and make new. Whether it be a full restoration, hey, who knows, maybe you got a rat rod that you want custom, a pickup, they can do it all. Let me tell you, they like to take old and make new. All right, so that's all I've got. Be sure you go check them out on Facebook. Once again, Matrix Muscle Cars, Birmingham, Alabama, taking old and making new. Hey, which way is it to Alabama?
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Matrix Muscle Cars Taking Old, Making New post-race show. Matrix Muscle Cars, based out of Birmingham, Alabama. Your number one source for classic car restorations, whether it's a complete bolt-off restoration or you just want to do one little small upgrade to your classic car that it didn't have when it rolled off that showroom floor. Nick and the guys can take care of you. Doesn't matter how old the car is versus how new the car is. Nick and the guys can handle them all, from the classic muscle cars to the newer muscle cars. And right now it seems like they're on a square body Chevy kick. That's kind of what they've been rolling out here recently. So if you got an old square body sitting around and you want it fixed up, look no further than Nick and the guys at Matrix Muscle Cars. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and more importantly, over on their website, matrixmusclecars.com, where you can keep up with each and every one of their builds. Matrix Muscle Cars, taking old, making new, and proud sponsors of
The best damn post-race show on iRacing.
Heck to the yeah. Well, Queen Bee, I am going to head over to Discord and talk to our top 3 finishers. As always, if you have any questions, leave them for me over there in the TeamSpeak information for me, if you would. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're going to get started with your 3rd place finisher tonight. The driver of that number 51, Jeff Weimer, apparently had the old muffin pan out for him tonight. Got him all motivated as he comes home in the 3rd place tonight. Jeff Weimer, hell of a run for you, brother.
Thank you, sir. That pit stop we did, guys probably wondering why I didn't pit. My daughter was talking to me and I drove right past it.
I was wondering what happened there. I thought you were playing a different strategy, then you just decided to come in. I was like, well, He just wants to make it challenging for himself.
Yeah.
I tell you though, right there at the end, you come down a lap before the other guys, which gets you the track position. But it seems like your car was better on the long run than it was on the short run. Is that kind of what hurt you there at the end?
Yeah, it was. I took 2 tires and it screwed my whole handling up there at the end. I don't know if I would have caught him or not, but yeah, that's why I was kept letting off. I had to let off because my rear end kept coming around. So.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, Queen Bee wants to know, was the muffin pan more traumatic or exciting because you went from a football bat to a podium tonight?
It was more exciting.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, congratulations on being tonight's GearsandGlitz.com third place finisher. Who all you want to give shout outs to?
Thank you, sir. Putting this whole thing together, Rhea and you guys and everybody, and me as a car owner, and my and the guys that I have underneath me, they're good drivers. So.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want to thank me, because without me and how good I am, this wouldn't be possible. But Jim Weimer, man, congratulations on the third place finish, man. Look forward to seeing you next weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, that is your third place finisher. Driver that number 51, Jeff Weimer. So he's going to bring it home in third. Now we're going to catch up with old downtown William Brown, as he's going to be your second place finisher tonight. As he is your Gearhead Coffee second place finisher. So let's pull him in here. Downtown William Brown, Robbie in the booth, you got a copy?
I sure do.
Well, brother, not quite the result you had last night, but still, overall, good, solid run for you tonight. You're going to lead a lot of laps. You're going to come out of here second, use 2-tire strategy there at the end to get out ahead of everybody. And it looked like it was going to work for you, but right there on the last 2 laps, your teammate able to get by you.
Yeah, I was hitting some traffic there. My car felt way better when I wasn't behind somebody. So getting in that traffic was really just tightening my car up, especially on those 2 tires. Yeah, he caught to me quick.
Well, Queen Bee wants to know, had you been able to change that last pit stop, would you have changed anything?
Nope.
No.
Probably not.
All right, and then her last question for you is, had you gotten to the bumper of your teammate Forrester there, would you turn him for a win?
No, I don't think I would have. Ain't worth it. Team points are a factor here too, so I ain't trying to disrupt that. No, we're all good. It's all good racing.
Heck yeah, man. I tell you, solid run for you tonight, though, man. Started in the back, not up front like normal. Had to kind of work your way through, but once you got the car up front, you never fell back further than third there, it seemed like.
Yeah, this setup was better than I thought it was going to be. I came in here, saw those qualifying times, and thought, "Ooh, boy, I'm a little off pace." And that race just kind of took its course and turned out quite well.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, congratulations on coming home second. And who all you want to give shout-outs to?
The team, Jonathan Combs, Jason Ricketts, Colin Forrester. Everybody's a heck of a racer there. And Weimer, he had a heck of a car. You guys in the broadcast booth, Bria for the league. Everybody.
Hell yeah, brother.
Everybody gets a shout-out.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, man, and we'll see you next weekend.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, that is your second place finisher, your Gearhead Coffee second place finisher. We're now going to go down to Shatterbatter Victory Lane, where we're going to catch up with tonight's race winner, driver of that number 24, Colin Forrester, as he's going to come home your race winner tonight. So let's get caught up with Colin here. Colin Forrester, Robbie in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, awesome run for you tonight. You're going to be able to bring it home in Shatterbatter Victory Lane as the race winner. I tell you, man, Queen Bee wants to know, that last pit stop, did you know the field would be that close on fuel? And how was the car set up tonight? Was it a long or short run for you?
Well, on the last stop, I knew it was going to be close on fuel. I didn't think we could make it. We got about 30 to 32 or so laps on a fuel run, and then the car I set up as kind of like a mixture. I was good enough on the short run, but it really was a better long run car.
Most definitely, man. I tell you, it seems like as that run went on, your car, like you said, it got a little bit faster. Was able to kind of pull away there. You walk out of here leading 43 laps tonight. You know, Miami from Daytona, from Daytona to here to Miami. You know, it's kind of a totally different style of racing. Is this more your style? Just normal super speedway racing, or normal
Yeah,
speedway?
definitely. Daytona's a luck-based track, but it also takes a certain skill to be good there. But I'm definitely better at like the mile and a half short tracks and all that stuff. I just prefer those better.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Well, you're gonna walk out of here tonight. Tonight's a winner from Shatterbatter Victory Lane. Who all you want to give shout outs to?
Shout out my family. They watched the race tonight, and shout out to my team, Hendrick, Jason, William, Jonathan, and all them, and yeah.
Well, congratulations, brother. Enjoy it, and we will see you next weekend.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, that was your race winner, Colin Forrester, in the number 24. As we head back over to Team Speak to catch up with the Queen Bee. Queen Bee, what you think?
What did I do?
I said, what you think?
Well, that was exciting.
Another fuel mileage race for these guys at the end. It's like 3 races in a row. They've had fuel mileage come be a factor towards the end. But should be a fun series as we move forward in the season. But you ready for the final run now?
Sure.
Take it away, darling.
Even though my ATVO's jacked. All right, Colin Forrester going to come home your winner with Downtown William Brown in second. Jeff Weimer comes home third. Jonathan Combs in fourth. Sean McLaughlin in fifth. Bryant Seaburn in sixth. David Salter in seventh. Brian Chu in eighth. Michael Lester in ninth. Nick Cannon rounds out your top 10. Mr. Roberson comes home 11th. Austin Rhodes in 12th. Chad Hitchcock in 13th. Rhea Ferris in 14th. Mr. Wilkerson comes home 15th. Jason Ricketts in 16th. Matthew Fitz 17th. Eddie Rivers in 18th. Just Dave comes home 19th. Mr. Whitfield in 20th. Johnny Castle in 21st. Robbie Weiss in 22nd. Roland Landry 23rd. Kenny Heath in 24th. Michael Uber. I know it's Zuber, but Uber sounds better. In 25th. Ted Decker Jr. in 26th. Bobby Jean Duda in 27th. Dean Weeks 28th. David Balk in 29th. Albert Hewins in 30th, Eugene Thorne 31st, Mr. Wheeldon Sr. in 32nd, Luke Baldwin in 33rd, Carl Rourke in 34th, Ryan Urick in 35th, Mr. Montgomery comes home 36th, Dennis Fusion comes home 37th, Travis Eccles 38th, Chuck Cobb 39th, and Matt Fornes in 40th.
All right, those are the 40 drivers that done battle tonight, and there are a lot of leagues out there that would kill to have 40 drivers in a race. But fun race number 1 of 3 for us here tonight on the channel. We're actually going to be on YouTube and Facebook for all 3 races tonight, so should be fun. Next one's going to go up at 9:05 Eastern, 8:05 Central, 7:05 Mountain, 6:05 Pacific. But any final words from the Queen Bee before we get out of here on this one?
I'll let you close this out since we're in Miami.
We're in Miami. All right. Well, can't say enough for everybody that comes out and enjoys these broadcasts with us. Thank you to ISNF for allowing us to bring you guys the coverage of these races. Hope you guys are enjoying our style of broadcast. For those of y'all that are new to our channel, we said it before, we'll say it again. We are not everyone's cup of tea, but we are some people's shot of whiskey. And hopefully we are that shot of whiskey for you guys, as we enjoy what we do, but we just don't do it like everyone else. So hope everybody has a great rest of your night. If you want to check out some awesome dirt racing, tune in at 9:05 Eastern as we go live with the Dirt Series Promotions Fun Run and the Street Stocks at Weedsport. And if you're into super late model racings at 10:40 Eastern, we go live with the Rocky Mountain Legends Racing Association super late models from Southern National as they get ready to close out their season. But as I always say, life is short. You never know what's going to happen. Make sure you tell the ones that you love them. Give them a hug, give them a kiss. And Queen Bee, take us out.
And with that, he's Robbie, and I'm the Queen Bee, and we'll see you guys in an hour and 15 minutes.